Greetings, Biafrans. Greetings, lovers of freedom. I greet every one of you wherever you are watching. I say, may Chukwu okike abịama, onye pụrụ ime ihe niile, guide and protect every one of you wherever you are. We have come this evening to preach the gospel truth. We have come to preach the gospel truth of Biafra restoration. And I urge you, the battle is about to start. Before I proceed, I must greet Ọhamadike Ikuku a na-afụ anya, Maazị Nnamdi Okwu Kanu, Ofumba Jenem of Load, ofu onye na-asụ na abịala, ofu onye na-esi ile ọra, mana ọra ama adịche nwe. Ana m asị gị, good evening, sir. Mgbede ọma. Ana m ekene the leadership of IPOB, DOS, every member of DOS. I say greetings. Good evening to you all. And I greet every Eastern Security Network. And I also greet IPOB legal teams and IPOB media warriors and IPOB worldwide. I greet every one of you. I say, may Chukwu okike abịama guide and protect every one of us wherever we are. We must continue. We must not die. We will restore Biafra in our own time. I say, may Elohim be praised. He said, Biafrans, my fellow Biafrans, and my fellow IPOB and lovers of freedom, I greet every one of you wherever you are. Karagod, greetings from here. William, greetings. Kinsley Carr, greetings from here. Uche Abike, greetings from here. Chid Bishop, I greet you. I greet every one of you wherever you are. This evening, I have come to preach the gospel truth. I know many of you don't like the way I speak because I always stand straightforward. I know many of you want me to be very cunning while I am passing my truthful message. And I wasn't born like that, and neither was I brought up like that. I was born to be myself, not to be another person. And I was trained to be speaking and be talking like me, not to be speaking like somebody else. That's why I always speak the way I like to speak and the way I was born and trained to speak. So please, in case of necessity, you don't like the way I speak, instead of you to be in my platform and start insulting yourselves, please do yourself a favor, respect yourself, and get out. The day I will speak the one you like, you can join. This evening, I have come to tell you the mission of Fulani Caliphate. The Fulani Caliphate, they are very, very smart. And when I say they are smart, they are very intelligent. And the Fulani Caliphate knows what they are doing. You know, we call them zombies. We call them, they are not educated. Maybe because they are not speaking English. But that is not the truth. The truth is that they are much educated and much wise. And the only people that match their smartness and the only people that can outsmart them is only IPOB. If you are not IPOB, you cannot match the Fulani Caliphate game. You cannot understand their game. Because they will fill you with a lot of garbage, a lot of lies. Ekweme Kevin, greetings from here. They will fill you with all manner of nonsense. Now, pay attention to what I will tell you. Remember, in the last few months, their campaign to P2B, they will tell you that all the Fulanis are supporting P2B. The Fulanis, the North, are supporting P2B. And our brothers, who will I say, those that are not suitable about Biafra restoration, those that are waving, easily buy that very idea from them. And they now tell us that P2B will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They now tell us that we should get our PVC to vote in P2B, that when we vote in P2B, he will now free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But they fail to tell us after the freeing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what next? Now, for you to know truly, if really the Northerners, the Fulani Caliphate, is supporting P2B, now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out, why are they afraid? Why are they murmuring? Why are they panicking? Some of you will still tell me Mazi is not yet out. I must say that Mazi is already out. If you know what the appeal court ruled, you know that Mazi is already out, because Nigeria have lost the legitimacy to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in any judiciary within Nigerian territory. Nigeria can only try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by taking him back to Kenya, or taking him back to London, and they used London court or Kenya court to try him. But in terms of to try him in any of Nigerian courts, they have lost the case. So that's why I use the word that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is already out. For them to have an emergency security meeting, you should give yourself a credit and also give the leadership of IPOB a round of applause, because that means they are doing extraordinary, exceptional work to restore Biafra. They are panicking. They are collecting. Now, the first question you will ask yourself is this: why is the obedient movement, why are they panicking? Why are they shouting that the people that released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are the APC? Why do they have that mentality that it was APC that released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Ask yourself this question. Because they are now telling you that the North now released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to destabilize P2B movement, the first question you will ask them is, before they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what was the stand of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fighting? And up to today, what is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fighting? The question you should ask them is simple question. Before today, why do they arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do they arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to campaign for Igbo presidency, or do they arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for P2B to become president, or for the North to unite the Nigeria? There is a reason why they arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if you are obedient, you should ask yourself, if you ever an IPOB member before joining obedient with the motive that P2B will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is free, what will you do? You have to go back to your family, right? But that is not their mission. Their mission was earlier to use P2B to destroy IPOB. Every of their plan was to use an Igbo man. That is why they were maliciously, fakely supporting P2B. Inside deep their heart, they are not supporting P2B. They only make P2B to look relevant before the world, so that the world will not get confused, so that the people that are fighting for Biafra restoration will not say, oh, we are now fighting for one Nigeria. Remember, if you think that P2B have crowd, go and watch Jonathan's campaign 2015 in the North. There is none of P2B crowd that matched Jonathan crowd in the North. But what happened during the election? Ejirobi card, greetings. I am watching you live. You are in UK. You are making us proud. And I say, remain resolute. I am proud of you, and I can't stop being proud of you. And I really love your courage. If we are to exchange people, I could have exchanged you with the Sister Chiamaka, so that Sister Chiamaka will become woman and he will become man. Because I am ashamed to see Sister Chiamaka carrying something that something like pipe under his leg, confusing people, instead of removing that thing and turn to woman. If I have the power to swap, I could have swapped you to a man and make him complete woman. So that when we see men, we will know men. When we see men, we know men. When we see women, we know women. Sister Chiamaka is just even swapping him to a woman is an insult to womanhood. I cannot swap him with a woman. I can only swap him with a female goat. Female goat. That is what the level he is. Female goat. Anyway, swap Sister Chiamaka with a female goat, then find one female goat to swap, turn out a human being. It's far better than Sister Chiamaka. I must tell you the truth. Honest speaking. When I look Sister Chiamaka, I don't see man anything MA in him. I only see woo, depending on how you pronounce it. So at times, I feel ashamed to add that Raphael. I feel ashamed. We must continue. We must continue. Now, after they maliciously failed, bring P2B, go and check the crowd of Ebele Goodluck Jonathan during his campaign in the North. You will see them troop out. Why are they trooping out? They are coming to collect the money. They need that money. They know that they will not vote for him. They will just collect the money, and they have already organized themselves. The Northerns are very organized. They are not like our people that are not organized, that don't know what is facing them and what they are facing. You know, our people always say, "Onye na-amaghị ebe mmiri bido mabịa, ada ama ebe mmiri kwụsịrị ịmịa." Now, during the election in 2015, Jonathan, in some poll unit, Jonathan scored 0 vote. Jonathan scored 0 vote. In some poll unit, he scored 3 votes. In some poll unit, he scored 1 vote. In some poll unit, he scored 5 votes. And the question I ask myself is this: those units that he scored 0 vote, does it mean that he don't have PDP representatives there? They gang up against him. But they were cheering him up. You will see crowds following him. The North, they collected that money and vote him out. Today, the same game they are playing with Peter Obi. When Peter Obi go to the North, he will see the crowd. He will be overwhelmed. But although Peter Obi knows the game he is playing, because I know that Peter Obi is not contesting for president. Rather, Peter Obi is fighting to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Peter Obi is trying to destroy IPOB. Peter Obi is trying to enslave the Biafrans for another 100 years. The same way Benjamin Azikiwe enslaved us, that we are still suffering today. That is what they are using to confuse you. If the Fulani can remove incumbent president, do you know the meaning of incumbent president? They remove him. What make you think that they will, somebody that don't even have a structure, somebody that don't even have a tap root, he don't even have hair root, not to talk of tap root, will now come and fight? Now, they finish up. In 2019, how many of you remember articulated? Atiku Obi, obiculated, articulated. If Atiku plus Peter Obi in 2019 cannot vote out or win imbecile that have caused problem to Nigeria, if both Peter Obi and Atiku combine together cannot win ordinary Buhari that have caused more death to them, why did they fail? Because only the Northerners back Buhari up. Only the Northerners backed Buhari, and the Peter Obi, who came from the East, and the whole East supported him, and the PDP is also making waves. The whole South was PDP, and the PDP has a structure. PDP has everything. Who said there is no sound? Go and check your phone. PDP has everything, but Buhari, who bring Nigeria from top to bottom, defeat Atiku and Peter Obi, put together, join together. Buhari win them both. Buhari win them because there are enwe obodo enwe. Enwere ife obodo jibili. When you hear cabals abụla ọnụ. Cabals is not umuazi, it's not a ashawo quarter. Cabals are men of timbers and calibers. Now, the North position Buhari against the South, and against the Southeast. And the North won that very 2019 election. Even when Nigerians are suffering, when the whole world are seeing the suffer of Nigeria, they managed to win it. Now ask yourself the question. Now that they now separate Atiku from Obi, the two forces have been divided. Do you think that, and the same North who stood by Buhari and give Buhari the mandate back, what make you think that The same North have stood by Atiku. We now leave their own. We now start supporting Anyamiri. We now start supporting Anyamiri. And I ask you, what make you think that they can repair Nigeria? Now know their plan. They have already started calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name. Do you know the name they are using to describe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now? Contractor. They are now telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a contractor, that APC have contracted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to destroy P2B. What message are they trying to pass? They are now trying to instigate Igbos against Igbos. That is why I was against Okulora when he made that very comparison, talking about P2B fan and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fan. And I asked him, who is P2B and who is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? When you don't allow the enemies to penetrate you, you fight. The question I want to ask you now is this. The Fulani caliphate, their mission is very simple. They have no plan. They are not dreaming to give an Igbo man, not even the VP. They are not ready to give an Igbo man vice president. Not to talk of giving an Igbo man a president. Their mission is to use P2B, Obi that, and Obi movement to make sure that they put what they call divide and conquer in Igbo land. And if P2B is wise, the first question any obedient people will ask themselves is this. If we start fighting IPOB and we push P2B to contest, to continue, and you fight yourself, will P2B get votes from IPOB? Can P2B win and fulfill his promise without the Northern Caliphate controlling him? The answer is no. The answer is no. Now, you ask yourself, what happened to 2014 confab? Why did Jonathan failed to implement the confab 2014, and why up till today nobody have risen up to tell the current government to implement the national confab that they spend a lot of Nigerian resources to organize, which all be Ezekwesili and the rest of them engage and they involved in this very thing. Now they will tell you, oh, Nigeria are united. If Nigeria are united, they should implement the confab. That very storm, that very blockage, that very thing that is making them not to implement that national confab will also make P2B not to enter, because P2B cannot function well. Why P2B cannot function well is the same reason that confab was not implemented. You will ask yourself, what is oil bunkering? Which people are inside it? When you see a ship loaded with oil, they will tell you that in Warri, there is no river there that you can build seaport. And when they want to load oil, they will have a sea that the ship can come in to load oil. So the river can only carry a ship that will load oil, but that river cannot carry ship that will load container. Common sense is not common. The so-called useless South-South, or should I use the word Niger Delta, They are not thinking. They always think like all those zombie imbecile. How will you understand zombie? Now, the question you will ask yourself is this: why can't Peter Obi step down from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to achieve the everlasting freedom of his own people? Why can't Peter Obi pay a sacrifice for his people to have a bright future? Why can't Peter Obi tell himself the truth that he knows he is not contesting for anything? Why can't he join force to restore Biafra? When all of you are shouting, Nigerians are beside Peter Obi, I ask you, how many senators come from Anambra State? How many senators come from Enugu State? How many senators come from Abia State? How many senators come from Imo State? And how many senators come from Ebonyi State? The whole senator that come from the 5 states that made up the East is not up to 16 senators. And how many senators are in Nigeria? In Nigeria, we have 109 senators, if I'm not mistaken. 109 senators, and only 15 came from the East. Now, tell me, how can Peter Obi move forward with such 15 senators that will support him? When we tell you about structure, let me tell you something you don't know about structure. I can remember vividly when the late Muhammad Buhari was contesting in 2015. And I told some people, this man is the worst head of state that Nigeria have ever produced. And he does not have a certificate. Do you know what people responded to me? They said that there will be his certificate. They told me that there will be his certificate. And some say, is it by certificate? Some say, Obasanjo that has certificate, what did he do? Those that had certificate, what have they done? I say, for these people who has certificate not to perform well, it shows that somebody who is without certificate will perform worse than the person. It's better you look up to the devil you know than the angel you don't know. And everywhere was Sai Buhari, Sai Buhari, Sai Buhari, Abina Buhari. Sai Buhari, Sai Buhari, Sai Buhari. Today, what is happening? When Buhari entered, those that says that are the certificate, that if he do anyhow, the same way they put him in the power, they will remove him. Up till today, I have not, all of them have gone into hiding. They are now shouting, oh, we will vote him out. You will vote him out from 2016. You say you will vote him out 2017. You say you will vote him out 2018. Then come 2019, when you have to exercise your voting out to show you that the power is not in you, that your PVC is nothing. Buhari retained power. Did you vote for him? The answer is no. But he retained power. If you have a question for me, you tell me to drop a link. You will come, I will see you. You ask your question, not on comment section, so that Biafran will be seeing the person that is asking question. Today, I wanted to host Magnus Oraka, one of the Obidat movement, so that I will interview him, not a debate. Let me hear what he has, and some questions I need to ask. But unfortunately, he did not meet up with the program. Then we have to reschedule it tomorrow. And I believe he will be here with me one-on-one. Underline the word. It's not a debate. It's just an interview. So don't expect me to be debating with him. Everything he say, I will be just listening. My own is to ask questions and he will reply. It's not a debate. Now, I want you to understand my point. And the point is the mission of the Fulani caliphate. The Fulani caliphate never love Igbo man. The Fulani caliphate never wants any Igbo man to smell that seat of Aso Rock. The Fulani caliphate will never engage an Igbo man to allow him to become the president, to know everything that is going on in Biafra, in Nigeria, to know the atrocities, how oil are being drawn. And when all these things is going on, the Fulani, the only problem Fulani have today in that Nigeria is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. If any person can stop IPOB and take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of the picture, believe you me, Fulani Caliphate will pay the person any amount. Fulani and Britain are ready to pay any amount for you to stop IPOB. That is why the dwarf in Finland is doing everything humanly possible to stop IPOB, but he never knew that he have already stopped himself. He's like a clock without a battery. He is like a clock without a battery that cannot move back nor forward. You are stagnant. Now, the question I want to ask you is this. Those of you who are supporting obedience, what is your reason of supporting obedience? You as an IPOB, what is your reason of supporting Peter Obi? What is your reason of going for election in Nigeria? Can any of you tell me your reason as an IPOB member? What is your reason? Then told you, so vote for Obi so that he will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been freed. What is your reason again of supporting him? Do you want to continue with one Nigeria? Do you want to continue with one Nigeria, or you need your freedom? That is the question you need to ask yourself. Now, check Anambra State, for example, where Peter Obi come from. Let's assume that Peter Obi turned Anambra State into London when he was the Anambra State governor. He turned Anambra State to Canada or London, and he beautified Anambra State. Look at the situation of Anambra State today. How is Anambra State? Is there any good road in Anambra State? Is there anything to write home about in Anambra State? There is nothing like town street plan in Anambra State. If you look Anambra State today, that is how Nigeria will be in the after 8 years. In case you voted Peter Obi, he become your president. After he ruled and go back and move, who will be the next president? How will the person continue? Will you Obiano perform well more than previous governors except Dr. Chris Nwabeze Ngige. Every other governor that come to Anambra State, that govern Anambra State, Willie Obiano perform better than all of them, except Dr. Chris Nwabeze Ngige, OON, Onwa, who hail from Idemili Alo, to be precisely. And normal when Ngige ruled, and also when Peter Obi ruled. So I know their performance. But look at the situation of Anambra State today. Is there anything to write home about? The answer is no. So I ask this question again. You as an IPOB, why are you supporting Peter Obi? What will Peter Obi give you? Have you abandoned your freedom for one Nigeria? Are you now selling your birthright for a plate of a pottage? Are you now selling your right for just if you get in on? Are you now selling your right? You they can say, let me check if I can see the video, and you will see how the Fulanis are now describing they can, and let me check if I save the video, I'll bring it, but if I don't save it, I'll forget about it. Let me check if I save the video, because all those uncircumcised Fulani bingos, I don't like saving their this thing. Now, let's listen to the guy.
Yeah, good day, everyone. As you all know, I'm the Obi supporter from Kano State.
Pay attention.
Please help me answer this question. In Nigeria, who is marginalizing who? A non-regional hero once emerged who felt his people have not been treated with fairness and equality in his country. For that reason, he should take bold steps to lead people so that they can together break away from the zoo. To my mind, only animals live in the zoo and not humans. A lot happen and still happening, but they refuse to break apart as others wish. At some point, the leaders of the separating group was taken to custody so that the country will experience peace and progress. Some set of his followers set to destabilize the peace and...
Do you hear that? At a point, the leader of the separatist group was taken to prison for the country to have peace. This is the Obi that in the north, and you as an Igbo man, you are foolishly telling me that this person loves you. Somebody who is describing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu this way, you will come out boldly and say this person wants Peter Obi. This person wants Peter Obi to become president, and this person is truly supporting Peter Obi. Did he hear that word? Now, Biafrans, pay attention, because when I told you people, they are projecting Peter Obi to destroy IPOB and to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and these people are so fake. They are supporting him maliciously. They are not real about it. They are not supporting Peter Obi because they want Peter Obi to be president. We had the interview, one of the Labour Party leader, Kwankwaso, I think. Either Kwankwaso or one of the articles campaigner. He said he's happy that Peter Obi was able to achieve their aim by making sure that the people that was agitating for Biafra have dropped the agitation. They are now joining one Nigeria. He described Peter Obi as that is achievement. And that was what Peter Obi was hired for. Now listen to the people you are supporting or people you are following, telling you that they are obedient. Listen.
Economic of that region by taking a day off the economic activities. The good people of that region put their heads together through a successful census, brought out a long way idea that will see the dream of that region becoming a reality by standing behind Obi. At this point, a drama is about to be staged.
Do you hear that? The good ones are the ones supporting Obi. The bad ones are the ones who want Biafra. Now, if you are a freedom fighter and you dump your freedom, these people that you are joining, do you know how they look you? They look you like a confused idiot. They look you like a moronic idiot. They look you as a nincompoop. They look you as somebody that don't have sense. Now, remember he said he started with who is marginalizing who. Now, is the marginalization that Igbos are crying for, is it presidential marginalization? The answer is no. Is it to produce a president? The answer is no. When we say marginalization, how many of you remember Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's 8-point agenda that he presented to the Eastern governors? That is the marginalization. None of those 8-point agenda have been achieved. None of them have been achieved. Now, pay attention. Before you follow your enemies to be fighting your own self, you must know yourself, know that you are about to destroy yourself by yourself.
Do you know why I call it drama? Follow the story carefully. We will all come together and judge the recent happening and whether it is a blessing or a curse. As a Nigerian who remain tuned to national issues or current affairs, I lost count of these numbers of time. The elders of a particular region paid visits to the number one citizen of the country with their plea to secure the release. They said the said separatist who is in custody by their efforts prove abortive. But effortlessly, that separative has been released by the government without any plea from anybody. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Let me expand my explanation so that you can understand me well. Peter Obi's candidate is taking shape and popular in all the nooks and crannies of this country. Some particular analysts have already calculated, and their indices are all attaching victory to Peter Obi. In Nigeria, Obi is the major threat other presidential candidates don't want to.
Let me pause it here and chip in something. Do you know what this man is projecting now? Is now trying to tell Igbo people that they are supporting Peter Obi. You people should start fighting IPOB. You people should reject Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You people should reject anything, freedom. You people should be behaving like the South, so that all of you will now become pipe guys in your own. All of you will become a gate man in your own father's house to be protecting pipeline for this Almajiris, for this imbecile. He is now letting you know that they are supporting Peter Obi. We see what happened in Bauchi when Atiku landed in Bauchi. The crowd was like, if you divide the crowd into three, Peter Obi crowd cannot match one. Yet they are telling you that they are for Peter Obi. They are just using you to catch crews. Their mission, they have already planned it. They told their children, any day Peter Obi is coming to North, all of you must troop out. They'll tell them, any day Peter Obi is coming to campaign in the North, all of you must troop out to support Peter Obi campaign, so that it will look like they are behind him. Pay attention. So that when the people will watch the way they welcome Peter Obi in the North, they will think that the North are supporting Peter Obi. In the day of election, they will go and vote Atiku Abubakar. They will never vote Peter Obi because their mission is to deceive you. They came as a disguise. But only few people will understand this thing I am saying. You are only watching the crowd that come out, but you have never watched who are the real crowd going to support in the day of election. You are in the East. You are not in the North. They can never hold a meeting with an Igbo man or with a saboteur among them. A Fulani man can never sabotage a Fulani man. Every information of their meeting, go and ask Jonathan. Did Jonathan notice that they are ganging up against him, that all the whole PDP members in the North will vote against him? He never knew because he saw the crowd. They were hailing him. They were hailing him. Now, when you see the crowd, you say, oh, these people are really men. They have chosen obedience. They see something in Obi. They never see anything. If you like, let Peter Obi be the person that will change Nigeria within 2 hours and make Nigeria look like Canada and make Nigeria look like London. The North can never support it. That is why they have never one day implement the confab. And you know what the content of that confab? Some of you will say Peter Obi will implement the confab. My brother, the people that has power to implement that confab is the Senate, not the president. And like I said, in the Senate, how many senators do East produce that can change any law or make any law in the Senate? Only 15 senators. And Nigeria has 109 senators. So when you take away 15 out of 109, you are still having almost 94 senators. The 94 senators, where are they from? Only the North produce almost 40 senators, if I'm not mistaken, more than or 50. Because even the South, their senators is not up to 15. Now, add Southeast and South, they can only produce 30 senators. The Oduduwas can only produce 30 senators, which is the Yoruba, the Nigeria, Western Nigeria. Now, who has the majority is the North, which means, and inside that senator, that 15 senator that came from the East, we have more foolish senators like Senator Ojus Okalo, who will definitely support the Northern Caliphate. We have person like Rochas Okorausa that will also support the North. The Igbo senators will betray themselves. Okay, thank you, Chinonso Felix. Chinonso Felix said that Northern has 68 senators. 68. Now, when you take away 68 from 109, you have, I think, you will have 41 senators, which means the West and the South and the Southeast can combine together, cannot even make a law without the senators from the North supporting them. Are you seeing it? So tell me, let us listen to the bingo.
As soon as you make mention of Obi, other candidate loses sleep. For that reason, they put their heads together and concluded that the only way to scatter Igbo's vote is to cause some distraction. And the best way to do that is to release that separatist under an agreement that he will cause confusion within Igbos, so as to give others an opportunity to penetrate Igbos. Peter Obi is able to unite Igbos to come under one umbrella more than ever before, because without unity, there won't be progress. Now that Obi is taking some step forward, someone somewhere is trying to take us backward by signing a contract to distract Obi as a reward for his stress-free release. Now I have some question.
Do you hear that? Someone somewhere is trying to have a contract for his free release. The North is about to instigate war between Igbos and Igbos. The North is about to instigate war to make sure that they destroy Igbo land. And who are they going to use? They are going to use Benjamin Azikiwe of our time, aka Peter Obi. They are going to use Benjamin Azikiwe, aka Peter Obi, to achieve their evil dream, to enslave us. Now, you that is supporting these people, look at the way he's describing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I ask you, where was Peter Obi when the Igbos have been marginalized? Have Peter Obi speak about the marginalization of Ndi Igbo? Who is crying every day, day and night on Radio Biafra, talking about the marginalization? Why did Operation Python dance in Abia State that consumed a sitting king and a sitting queen? Because of the marginalization. The earlier you realize that the P2OB supporters have a natural hatred where IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the freedom of Biafra is earlier for you. You will say, oh, Mazi, let's support our own. Like I said earlier, I can only support my own that is supporting me. And I cannot support my own that is killing me. The North is not with P2OB. The earlier we know this, it's better for us. The North is not with P2OB. Let us be listening how he is insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Ohamadike ndị Igbo ji eme ọnụ, the ofu ọnụ na-ekwulu ndị Igbo niile. Let us watch how he is insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you is giving him kudos for insulting your own leader, and you are clapping because you don't have brain. I ask you, do you people think that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is from the North, you kidnap or arrest him the way they take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you think you can come to the North and talk about the election why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS dungeon? They will cut off your head and they will skin you alive. They will do it. You dare not talk. There is no northern person that will come out to talk about election. But because the Igbos has no shame, the Igbos are the ekumone, the fish that eat itself. Igbos, I don't know between the Igbos and the Niger Delta who are more foolish than each other. Let's listen to Nwabingo.
Who is marginalizing us? Who is an enemy of Igbos? That contractor, what was he fighting for?
Okay.
Was he for Igbos or for himself? What will be his gain if Obi fail? What will he tell Igbos after 2023 election? Finally, what is the way forward? I don't have answer for other questions, but I have for the last one.
Okay, tell us.
One, Nigerians should remain focused. Number two, Igbos are very important to us as far as 2023 election is concerned. So Igbo's unity should not be negotiable.
Now, did you hear that? Igbos are very important as far as 2023 is concerned. In what area is Igbo important to them? The only area the Igbos are very important to them is to destroy IPOB, because a fulani man cannot destroy IPOB. The only person they can use to try, but they cannot succeed, is an Igbo man. This man that is speaking now, I want to ask you people this one single question. Have he speak against the marginalization of Ndi Igbo for the past 50 years? Have any northern person come out to speak and condemn and fight for the Igbos? Have they? The answer is no. Under the late Bubu, according to this Nigerian law, then when a northern person becomes the president and the vice president come from the west, automatically the Senate president will come from the east. Today, the president comes from the north, vice president comes from the west, the Senate president comes from the north, the House of Speaker comes from the south. What is that? Marginalization. In the entire east, There is nothing like functioning international airport. Come to Italy here. Every region has their international airport. Lombardia has their airport. Piemonte has their airport. Napoli has their airport. All the states has their international airport. And how many population do we have in Italy? Italy is less than 50 million populations. Italy is 43 or 44, if I'm not mistaken. And a country that has up to 200 and something million population has only Lagos Airport and Abuja Airport and the Kaduna Airport, all of them in the north. There is no airport in the east. Warri Airport is not functioning. Enugu Airport is not functioning. Then you talk about seaport. They only have Lagos Seaport, a country that's made up of 200 and something million. And this man did not speak. And the man Nnamdi Kanu, this is the reason why he came out. After he tried his possible best to fix the zoo. Every day the zoo is going from worst to worst, from bad to worst. No, Igbos has more than 6 senators. Because Anambra has 3 senators. And Imo has 3 senators too, I think. And Ebonyi and Abia, they have their senators. Now, he's referring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a contractor. Now they are telling you to start attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for P2B. That was their mission. That was the reason they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So that they will bring P2B. Now, they will not tell you, you must support P2B. They are not supporting P2B. They are not supporting P2B. That is fallacy. When 2023 reach, they will vote for Atiku. And they will not tell you, you people did not vote. Ask them, what will you say? You were foolish. And will you not come out and say you want Biafra? No, because you are foolish. You have already, they will not tell you, say, okay, if P2B win, you could have they will not tell you, I wish P2B win. You sure you could have retained one Nigeria? You are not campaigning because P2B did not win. You will have no shame. And I asked them this question. Was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fighting for one Nigeria before? The answer is no. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for Biafra. You that is telling us now, they are not telling you that it's APC that is trying to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that he will stabilize P2B. What was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fighting before? Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell you that he is looking for Igbo president? Mazi said that he have crossed the Rubicon. It's either Biafra or they kill him. And if you are expecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out and support P2B, be ready to hate him because he will disappoint you. He can never support election in Biafra land. Mazi will never support P2B because P2B is also an evil man. Ask yourself this question. Between now, you will make that hard decision. It's either you choose Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra freedom, you stand for it, or you go for one Nigeria. And by the time you realize that Islamization is real, when they will cut off your mother's head and give it to you to go and bury, when you shout, they will cut off your own head and give it to your own brother to go and bury it. Then you will know why we are shouting. We saw what is happening in Enugu State. They are bringing their missionaries in Enugu State to come and kill us. And they are there, eating and whining. The guy that say he has a question for me, the link is there. Come in to ask your question. click the link. If you have question or contribution, you can come in because I will round up in the next 15 minutes.
Put the contractor to shame and render their deals useless.
Did you hear that?
The North is solid and united for Obi.
Listen, put the contractor to shame.
Fail. What will he tell Igbos after 2023 election? Finally, what is the way forward? I don't have answer for other questions, but I have for the last one. 1. Nigerians should remain focused. Number 2, Igbos are very important to us as far as 2023 election is concerned. So Igbos unity should not be negotiable. Put the contractor to shame and render their deals useless. The North is solid and...
Put the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to shame and render his effort useless. I didn't say it. A northern man is telling you as an Igbo man. Put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to shame and render his effort useless. What does that mean? You that is supporting P2B, know your mission. Your mission is to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that you will not have somebody that will speak for you. For the past 10 years, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been sacrificing and suffering for you. Now, they are now telling you to put him to shame and render him useless. Remember, after you do that, then what will be your portion? Death on weekend. Welcome to
Hello, Mazi, good evening.
You have only 3 minutes, please. Go straight to the point.
Mazi, good evening. And I'm
from here.
Okay, IPOP.
One family.
Let me start by this saying I want to address that stupid man who is saying they want to release a whole Mazi. He's calling Mazi, they want to release a contractor. First of all, let me go this way. All these years where Igbo people have been marginalized, where is P2B? Have P2B speak out? The answer is no. When they kill our people from the north, when they massacre us, have P2B speak out? The answer is no. When we don't have a seaport in East, international airport, where is P2B all this one? Now you want to take a glory that another person have worked all these years. When Mazi was sleeping inside the car in the street of London to build Radio Biafra, our leader was working hard, and someone will come out now, want us to exchange our freedom for Igbo presidency. It can never work. Either all of us perish in that contraction. That Igbo presidency can never work.
You see?
All we are asking now, give us Biafra, let us go in peace. Then if P2B decided to play politics, he can go to Nigeria and make himself a Nigerian and play their politics, not in Biafra. The answer is simple. Why haven't P2B contested for presidency 2015? We need to be asking questions, because you can't just come out from nowhere. Now that you know that Biafra, our freedom is closed. Now you want to come and use your Igbo presidency, your Igbo nonsense, come and disrupt our freedom. Mas, that rubbish will never happen. Either we all perish. Let P2B go and respect your way up, you. Because Ophelia that now, as he killed us before, we did not do anything. Jesus this time around, be the mouth. Nobody is happy. People have died in this struggle. We are not happy at all. We do not die for Igbo presidency. Let him go in house. Go in house there. Go there and sleep and pipe low with his family. Step aside from IPOP issue. We are not joking. Let nobody try to make IPOP issue Nigeria politics. Okay, All those who are now, for all these years now, Fulani and British have destroyed the country. Is it now that they know that Igbo man is capable of ruling them? They have destroyed the country for over 50 years plus. So, ma say, Ndewo, don't drag nwa Chineke, continue with your good job. We are going home. Our Biafra restoration is not negotiable one name at all.
Thank you, my brother, for a wonderful contribution. May Elohim bless you and your household. Remain blessed.
He say,
welcome to the program, Maxi Benzo.
Hello, Maza Chabeko.
Ndewo.
Can I make one?
Udo Bashu, Donachi.
Man, I'm there. I watch a program like this and I know I'm very happy. Man, I call him and listen to. I
don't like to be politically correct.
A na-agbanyere ndị zu ezigbo fim and as in ma ndị zu emego ihe niile ha eme ka ha destroy ya IPOB eme ha ji support gazi ihe support na ha megazi the other
exactly
so ha enweghị ahụ like onwe ya na-akpọ anyị dị as in even 3-4 steps ahead ebe ha nọ the other so ya na-eme sometimes even anọkata Chile ha na-amata new step na-enye ma ndị ha na-enye ma gumi ma ndị ha na-agbagwoju ha anya so ha mara ka anyị si kwado so last yawo ma onye ndu ọpụtago so ihe ha megazi ha ụjọ ọsọ ha chọrọ ịma na egbupụ ote na-eme egbupụ ọkụkọ isi ọgba lịkalịka azin ote na-eme egbupụ ofi ọgbawa lịkalịka asị na ọnwa ihe ọ ya emenwu sisi ọ dịkwa ndụ onwekweghị o menwu leta ihe ahụ ihe ha mega na dute ha mazi na onwe ya ha menwu nke ikpeazụ a so ebe ha ji asọmpi malem ihe ahụ na-akọ eri the worst part bụ na the man amaghị English ọnwa adịghị asụ so o nwere ike ọ bụrụ na ọ ka aka kọwagarịa the meaning of ihe apị ka ọtụpụ so mụnwa dịgodi very happy na nke a so ịma na IPO ewu as in atara anyị na-egbu atara ọ na-eto ọhịa IPO ha amaghị ka anyị si kwado ha chere na ọwụ emeghe kpọtị anyị na-emeghe kpọtị anyị kwụchiri ike n'ala so ha mewe ihe ha mega ọ ka ha na-emekwa ya na-emekwa nke anyị zikwa ha na anyị kwụchiri ike n'ala ọkwa ndị IPOB efu ihe ha zọganụ na ha zọgagbu ogbo na UK ha zọga igbo ogbo na UK na Liverpool na ndị ọsọ water this afternoon ndị ụwa m ezigbo happy so emere elu emere ala we are going so ọ masị ha mee onye ndị chọrọ ire their better right ha regasị nsi so onwe ihe dị ụta adọrọ nke ikpeazụ a so nwanne m dịsi ike nsị ka m kwụnyetụrụ gị na o tegokwa
ndewo nwa Chineke ndewo daalụ
ndo papa.
Now let us finish listening to him and you will understand their mission.
Igbos should not give us a reason to scatter. Igbos should not put their deals. Unity should not be negotiated.
Pay attention well.
Put the contractor to shame and render their deals useless. The North is solid and united for Obi.
Very fallacy.
Give us a reason to scatter. Igbos should not put national interest ahead of regional and personal interest. Obi is meant for progress. Let him be our direction. My Igbo brothers and sisters.
If Obi is meant for progress, why didn't they voted for Obi 2019? Or do they forget that articulated that Obi is also the vice presidential candidate to Atiku? Why do they fail to vote out the evil Buhari?
I didn't understand that.
Why? You know that You know that Obi is progress, but you voted him out. You voted against him. All of a sudden, they are now telling you that Obi is the best. That the North is solidly behind Obi. Like I said earlier, the intel reaching me, they have already planned how they will treat Obi. They will never attack Obi in the North. When Obi will come to North, they will troop out in mass to welcome Obi. They will be shouting, Obi that, obedient, Obi that. You will see them. You will even see Atiku Kingsmen shouting Obi. You will see Kwakwaso's Kingsmen shouting Obi. They are of a mission that you, as an Igbo man, if you are not intelligent, you can never understand their game. When they now tell you, when you see the populations, you as an Igbo man, you will say, oh, since outsider is supporting Obi, since the North is supporting Obi, let us support Obi. You will abandon your Biafra. And the day of election, you will see Obi will be scoring 0 votes. What will you do? Okay, if you got call them Maggie, what will you tell your parents? What will you now talk? They will now vote out Obi and vote in Atiku. By that time, you have already abandoned Biafra. You have already disgraced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You have already wasted everything. That time is you will be shouting, had I known, what have I done to myself? What have we done? Just because of you are foolish. Your ignorance have dealt with you. That is why I am telling you their mission is very simple. And their mission is to destroy Biafra. Their mission is to use a peanut to buy your birthright so that you will become a gateman in your own father's land, in your own father's mansion, so that you will be begging for a peanut, so that you will be eating from the scrap that fall from the master's table, so that all Jews or Kalu can be inviting military to kill you and nothing will happen, so that Obubagu will be killing everywhere and nobody will talk, so that the world will not say see you as a confused human being. You don't know what you want. They will not tell you that it's APC that is releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or it's PDP. Ask them who arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the first place. Who arrest him and why did the person arrest him? If they know that this is the reason that why didn't Peter Obi call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release since over 1 year plus? Why? You know, when our people choose to divide themselves, when I will come out and be telling them the truth, they will say, Mazi, learn how to support your own. I don't support stupidity. I don't support foolishness. I don't waste my support. I know how long it takes me before I throw my weight behind Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before I throw my support to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before I choose to come in and follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is going, and never to abandon him for anything, not even for any fucking useless presidency. This is the most difficult and the toughest test for the Igbos. The toughest test will be my next topic. When I say the toughest test, this is the right time the Igbos will speak to the world what they really need. This is the right time Igbo will tell the world what do they want. Do you want truly a total freedom, or you want 80 years Igbo presidency that will not bring development to you? When all of you will be shouting, when you make Peter Obi president, you will bring this on to Biafra land. I want you to ask the people of Bayelsa State and the people of Okreka in River State, what did the presidency of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan bring or brought to the people of Bayelsa? What did the position of First Lady brought to the people of Okrika? Because many of you don't know that the wife of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is from Okrika in River State, and nothing was done there. Most of you are not aware that even road to Otuokwe. Where is Otuokwe? Otuokwe is Jonathan's village in Bayelsa State, was not tied or constructed under Jonathan for good 6 years. Under Goodluck Jonathan, there is nothing like refinery in Niger Delta. Under Goodluck Jonathan, there is nothing like Second Niger Bridge. Under Goodluck Jonathan, there is nothing like any university in the East, South. Goodluck Jonathan ruled for good 80 years. Now you as a South person, what did you benefit from him? The Peter Obi tenure will be worse than Jonathan because he can never be allowed to even build one secondary school, even nursery school in the entire Igbos. While he was Anambra State governor, he did nothing. He is an example of failure. If some of you don't know the meaning of failure, Peter Obi is a failure. And I challenge any obedient person that will come to my live program and tell me only one or two things that Peter Obi have done for Anambra State to convert Anambra from consumption to production. You don't have it. So how can you convert Nigeria? Some of you will tell me Lagos is former capital. Was Calabar former waiting before? A good governance attracts development. Bad governance attracts what you are seeing in Niger Delta today, oil bunkering. Some of you don't know that Onitsha main market is the second largest market in the West Africa. Second or third largest market in West Africa. And the second in Nigeria also, if I'm not mistaken. Up till today. Do you know how much Anambra State generates every day? More than 50 billion. More than 50 billion in one day. And somebody rules such state for good 80 years and nothing to write home about. No airport, nothing. Only flyover. Somebody will come and tell me he constructed a flyover in Mpo market to Mbukampo. Are you stupid? How much can you use to construct an ordinary flyover? Come Europe and see what they are doing with flyovers. Flyovers here, every street is constructing here. Thank you, Chinonso Felix. Biggest market in West Africa. And do you know how much they are generating as a revenue? Ordinary Keke Napep today is paying up to 40,000 per month for just ordinary tickets for him to do his Keke Napep work. Then do you know how many Keke that is in Anambra? And you are telling me Peter Obi this, Peter Obi that. And somebody from the north is telling you to useless mass Nnamdi Kanu and disgrace him. And you are foolishly following the person in the name of obedience. I pity you. It's quite unfortunate that we don't know what we have. They have hired the Gumi of Idu to come and try his luck. And they ask him, Keka one where there. I will be dropping it here, but Biafrans, we only have two things. It's either we make our choice by telling the world that what we want is Biafra, or we go for the zoo election, and end of the day we come back disgrace. We will come back disgrace. Once we participate in that election, believe it or not, Peter Obi is going to take third position. Atiku Abubakar is going to win the election. Tinubu, the one elect the Sheikh, will take the second position, and Peter Obi will take the third position. Why Peter Obi will take the third position is because Kwakwaso is going to emerge with Atiku. They are going to join force together, and the force will defeat Tinubu. And then Peter Obi cannot approach court because he finished third. They will make it look in a way that he cannot even have a hope. And the Nigerian youth will now come out. The Igbo youth, not even Nigeria, the Igbo youth will now come out, and they will order soldiers to slaughter them like chicken. Like the Lekki massacre. Today, who is talking about Lekki massacre? Nigerian youth can never give you anything good because Nigerian youth can never achieve any result. Nigerian youth are failures. Believe it. Take it or you believe it. I must tell you the truth. MAP, Ezioku Bundu 1 in Biafra land. We say it the way it is. On this note, I will say, may Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect you. Know that it's either you pick Biafra now or you give yourself for slavery. Alamajiri is now advising you people to disgrace Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to waste his effort. What will be your benefit? You will help him to achieve that, and later you will now be crying. Ask yourself, the 14 Igbo youth that was massacred in Imo State, is there any justice? No. All the shops of Ndi Igbo, Agbalokuna North, is there any justice? No. The ball is in your hands, Biafrans. Their Fulani mission is very simple. Their mission is to use Peter Obi to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. And they are not only using Peter Obi, they are using Gumi of Idu, aka Zazu, aka Simon Ekperima, the dwarf in Finland, to cause havoc. So be careful and stand on your feet. Don't allow them to deceive you. It's either Biafra or Biafra. It's either Biafra or Biafra. Don't allow them to tell you, come and participate. They are not. I have already told you everything you need to know. Their plan is very dangerous. And if you don't unite and stand for Biafra restoration, believe you me, they will sweep you out and you have yourself to be blamed. Thank you and remain blessed. Once again, this is MAP Ezioku Bundu 1 in Biafra land. And almost here Biafra. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless the leadership of IPOB. The doors are wise. The Directorate of State are wise. And they are very much wise. Follow them, you will never miss road. Thank you and remain blessed. Almost here Biafra. Until I come your way again. No retreat, no surrender. Almost here Biafra. Forward ever, backward never. They won't.